my friends, we meet again. I am back at it to continue on with my blob brush painting. And this is where you guys are going to have a little bit more freedom in terms of determining your subject. I'm going to be looking for, do you understand how to use shading? Do you understand how to use shadows? Do you understand how to use the shape tools and the blob brush together? So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to create a nice pine tree here in the foreground. I'm still using my limited palette. I'm going to take my pen tool and I'm just going to come along here. And I'm going to make that the same color as my, I don't want it to be the same color as my grass, I guess. Let's go for dark. Let's go for a really dark one. And now I should be able to come in with my blob brush. I might not be able to though. Let me double check. It's the same color. It may just have to be that things on the blob brush tool are only related to the blob brush. Nope. So I'm coming up in here, creating a nice kind of tree shape. Sweeping evergreen, making it look a little more organic. Just like so. And I might want to add a little bit of a sliver of light touching it like everything else. So I'm actually going to make this bright green. Command C, Command F to paste in front and make that a shadow. It's going to be pretty striking. I'm going to come in with my eraser tool. Probably need to go smaller for this. And I'm going to come in on the edge and I'm keeping this in with the shape of the tree. Just so we have that really nice edge to it. Like the light's hitting it. And then maybe a little bit, I need to click that. Just a little bit over here. Just enough. Just enough that it's catching. And if I really wanted to, I could take it one step farther. This is kind of going out of my limited palette, but I'm going to paste one more copy in front. This one's going to be black. This is going to go as dark as we possibly can. And I'm just doing this to get the dimension of the object. It still feels a little flat to me, like chopped in half almost. So I'm going to come in and erase this like so. And now I'm going to come in, I'm going to zoom in and kind of create some of those branch shapes. And I might want to come and fix that just to make it look a little more organic. This would be a great opportunity to use the pencil tool and use that to edit a shape. Just something a little more freeform. Back to the path. That's better. I like that. So now I've got that. I should probably have it come up to here now that I'm looking at it. Yay for the pencil tool. Once again, select the object. Pencil, pencil. And I'm going to have it come up to the rest of the tree tip. Like so. Maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Make sure it's flush against that. Yeah. And little details like that really do matter as you zoom out. And I'm going to play a little bit the anchor points on this. Just to stretch that out just a touch. Maybe I'm going to play with the anchor points. Who knows? Maybe it won't let me. I think I was dragging on a handle again. Another cool thing I can show you guys. Let's go ahead and make my, what's the word? Stump real quick. I'm just going to make that a nice curved round object. And I'm going to send it backwards behind my tree. Maybe a little too wide. I probably need to go backward 3 steps because I've created 3 objects or so. So Command 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I want to make sure I group those. A cool trick you're going to be able to learn is the puppet warp tool. It's hiding somewhere in here. I have to figure out where it's sitting, but it's really useful. I really enjoy working with it. It's already hiding somewhere in my toolbox because it's grayed out. There it is. And what happens, I'm going to have to, I need to unite the, oh no, there it goes. I thought it was going to make me unite them. These are all different points, so I could actually make this tree blowing in the wind if I really wanted to. And you can add points as well. So there's that to kind of just give it a little more life, a little less stiff. Maybe have that come out more. Do a little dance. And you can get rid of them too, I think, if you double click. Or maybe not. We're going to undo that. So I'm going to pull my tree just in a little bit. I think I've gone too far. Now I'm just messing with it too much. But that is a neat trick you can use in the creation of your stuff as well. And you can also rotate stuff around it. You have to get your cursor pretty precise, but you can do stuff like that. And then you have to hit the enter button to apply it. And I'm ready to go ahead and put this over here. I'm going to shrink it down a bit. I think that looks pretty decent right there. I'm actually going to make a copy of this object. Command C, Command F. Pull it over here. I'm going to unite it because it doesn't matter to me that this is all one color. I'm going to create a shadow from this. I could just draw the shadow. I don't feel like drawing the shadow. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to Window, Pathfinder. Pathfinder's already open. And Unite. So that's all one black shape now. And I could take that black shape and make it a gradient state. I could, in fact, make both of those gradients black. Stay with me here. I could, in fact, make one of those gradients, leave me alone, semi-transparent. So it gets faded as you're going out, like so. I'm going to have to change the direction of my gradient because that doesn't make sense for a shadow, but it's still pretty cool. I want it going this way. Yep, I want it to get more transparent going this way. And we're actually going to make it even more transparent. Yeah. Oh, I should have left it the other way. Should have left it up and down because this is going to be reflected. My bad. My B. So let's spin that right round. And move that back onto here. And that looks pretty decent. Got this nice blob shape. I'm going to spin it upside down so it matches up with mine tree. And make it a little skinnier. And that still doesn't feel right to me. It feels like it should be more this way. And I'm going to change the opacity of the whole darn shindig because that feels wrong. Ah! What happened? Why is this happening? At this point, I probably need to use a distortion. No, that was not the answer. We're just going to shorten this up. And I'm going to puppet warp it again because you know I like that. Make sure that's nice and stretchy, because the sun does in fact distort different shadows. That's much better to my brain. It still feels too not see-through. Maybe the blend needs to happen faster. No, it's just too dark. I think this needs to be this color. Nope, that wasn't the answer either. I'm going to keep playing with the shadow, but that's one way you can make a shadow, guys. Probably not the way I was looking for.